If we skip ahead to the end of the Torah, some of us will be a little bit devastated when we see Moses climb Mount Nebo all alone to die there, while the Jews that he led for 40 years will go on to enter the land of Israel without him. It's a personal tragedy for Moses, and the echoes of his disappointment and ours reverberates still today. How did the sad ending for Moses come about? It happened in this week's Parashat of Chukat, where the Jews once again are without water and once again complain bitterly to Moses and Aaron. God tells Moses and Aaron to take Moses' wooden staff and approach a rock and speak to it, and water will come forth. But instead, Moses takes his staff, angrily berates the Jewish people, and strikes the rock. The water does come forth as God promised, but as a result of not speaking to the rock, God dooms Moses and Aaron to die in the desert. These elements of nature, the wood of the staff, the rock, and the water, provide the motif for a cautionary tale, one that other leaders of Israel might have learned from. Elijah the prophet, nested atop Mount Sinai, maligns the Jewish people in a most severe manner in front of God. God responds to Elijah with powerful forces of nature. First, a mighty wind. God is not within the wind. God makes the earth quake, and God is not there either. Then God presents a raging fire. Once again, God is not within it. Finally, God appears to Elijah in a whisper, a still, small voice. Elijah continues to slander the Jewish people unmercifully. God then instructs Elijah to appoint another prophet in his place. Elijah's mission has come to an end. The cautionary tale fails again to instruct Isaiah, who declares the Jewish people a people of unclean lips. Later, running for his life to escape his tormentors, the Talmud tells us that Isaiah turns himself into a tree, camouflaging himself in nature. Yet he is captured within the tree and dies as the tree is sawn in two, the fatal cut crossing his mouth, the mouth that besmirched the Jewish people. In each of these examples, beginning with Moses in our Parashat, I hear God instructing our leaders by saying, I expect you to be passionate in your leadership. I also demand that you be compassionate. I created you. I know that it is natural for you to become frustrated and angry, but I expect you to overcome your nature in your unique role as a leader of my people. Now, if these were guidelines in the Jewish Leader's Handbook, we might expect these episodes to be handed down privately from leader to leader. Yet these instructions are here very publicly for all of us to see, I think for at least two reasons. One reason is that none of us knows when we may be called upon for leadership. In our family, in our community, in our organization or synagogue, we need to be ready to take that responsibility upon ourselves when called upon. And these lessons, as painful as they were to witness, can be instructive to us. The other reason is for the rest of us, the followers. It's important for us to understand that although God is above nature and the Jewish people is eternal, our leaders, they're just human. We need them and they need us to be passionate and compassionate. Shabbat Shalom.